All right. Good evening, citizens. We're going to have a language lesson today and talk about the concept of shibboleth and some Republican strategy after that. So, this word shibboleth comes from the Bible. That's Judges book 12, where we have a river and armies on either side of the river. A person crossing the river is made to say the word shibboleth. And if they mispronounce it and instead say sibboleth, then they're put to death. So, one uh, population says shibboleth, the other says sibboleth, because they don't have that in their linguistics. Good guys say this, bad guys say that. So in modern linguistics, it's a means to identify your affiliation by the words that you use. And the best example that I can bring here is the term illegal aliens versus undocumented migrants or undocumented immigrants. Same topic, different passwords. Some more examples: election integrity, voter suppression, back the blue, defund the police, climate crisis, climate hysteria. These words are all pulling double duty to both convey an idea and to identify the membership of the person who's saying it. And sometimes we don't even realize that we're doing it and that we're um, triggering a firewall. So the other day, I made a comment on someone's wall that was something less than heroic worship of the current administration. Nothing really provoking, but I started my comment with saying, "I'm not a Democrat." Then I said my thing, and the response was immediately, saying you're not a Democrat sure sounds like something a liberal Democrat trying to justify something says. And then they gave their reply. So, fine. What I'm trying to say is me just saying I'm not a Democrat was an immediate flag. I hit the firewall. I'm truly not a Democrat, but and uh, but this person is telling the truth as well. Even if the wording that they're saying is just a little bit off, they're saying I'm not a part of that group. That's the real message. My message hit the social antivirus software and bounced. So, quick disclaimer: I have no ill will towards this person and or any of my deeply read friends. We're just talking language and the environment that we all live in right now. In my chats here, I've been trying to explain what I see and twist this Rubik's Cube of language in such a way that we can talk about problems in our government without the red team, blue team purse swinging. Um, so, almost without fail, anything less than hero worship of the administration and total and continuous condemnation of the Democrats will trigger a red team response into action. Um, and I'm not condemning this. I'm literally, seriously, just describing the situation. We see the blue team as well, um, making commentary, but I'm telling you, my lived experience is that the firewall that surrounds my red friends is fierce and damn near tribal in nature. Okay, let's get on to part two. I've framed the environment. Now I want to shift to talk about the Republican strategy. So I wonder how the GOP plans to grow their ranks and win elections if the only people that you can talk to are those that already know the passwords. And every conversation starts with some kind of a loyalty test. If that's how it is, you have to be shrinking your circle. Um, and like as a side note, how do you talk about issues within your own red circles? I can't see over the fire. I can't get in there because I'm not really it. We can talk at each other, but I'm not really in there enough to see it. Like, are any of you just fired up about America First bailing out Argentina right now? I'm not poking eyeballs. I'm seriously curious. Within the red tribe, are any of them? I saw Marjorie Green Taylor was. I'll say that. Um, so uh, let's move on. Let's don't make this a super long video. Um, that's what I see. Um, I want to propose that the horsepower of the memes is gassed out. And I don't think the GOP understands this yet because the Democrats have yet to field a viable leader. The, they're terrible. They're terrible. I'm not a Democrat. The worst leadership is in the Democrat Party, obviously. Um, but there are 7 million Americans that were just out on the street delivering a message. And I don't believe the GOP can field 7 million Americans. New York City, the most powerful city in the world, is about to be taken by a democratic socialist. You can't meme yourself away from that. And your social firewall will not make that go away. I want to leave with that as just something to think about. I'm not asking anyone to modify their behavior or what they're saying in and around what I say. Uh, Again, I'm just talking language here. This is going to be more important in perhaps some next videos when I plan to talk about ICE and Antifa and uh, those type things. Anyway, we'll see you then.